Yo ho ho! Welcome to the Amazing Survivors podcast with Tron and Tremaine, as I just spit all over you.
TNT.
Here we go. Season 46 of Survivor, Tron. Are you excited?
46 already.
46.
Jeez.
And we're just starting.
Very excited. We've missed a few seasons, but so I'm in a Survivor league here, fantasy league. So I got to pick the survivors that I think would be best to worst. And so it's just given us a time to just kind of break down the crop this year in the cast. So should we take this one by one here?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we got, first up is Ben.
All right.
He's 31. I don't have the profiles of them on this.
I believe he's in...
Oh, he was an artist. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
Okay.
one talent that I don't have.
Nor do I.
That is amazing, but unfortunately for him, in Survivor, there's not many challenges geared towards artists.
I mean, the puzzles. If you were gonna paint the puzzle, maybe,
Maybe.
or sing a song about it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Ben. He's not looking high on my list.
He's got dope overalls, though. You know.
I think that'd be kind of rough to wear in the water, though.
Or anywhere on a tropical island.
Oh.
All right.
All right. Who
So
we got next?
Ben was on the green team.
Okay.
Siga. Then we got Banu. He's 41.
Oh man.
He's on the bluish team.
Okay. Well, Banu.
Doesn't
I
look
guess.
terrible.
Yeah. For his tribe that he's on, I think he should be okay. I feel like some of these people, they do look like they just came off the couch. That may be rude, but Suri came off the couch and she did amazing because she had a great social game.
Sure.
And so some of these people, they might not be great in challenges, but hopefully their social game picks them up and kind of like overcompensates for them.
Yeah.
To get on to the farther part.
You've either got like the competition skills or the social skills, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure he has either. He's an IT quality analyst, so we'll see.
Maybe you can read the data points of his tribe and get in good with a couple of people.
Get in.
Because you never know. Like that might be a tough sell for some people, but
okay.
That's why they play the game, right?
Next one we got Charlie Davis. He's 26. He's a law student from Boston, Massachusetts. You know,
I like Charlie.
he looks sharp, you know?
He's got to be sharp. I mean, if he's going to
Law school?
probably in Harvard.
Maybe.
Is that in Boston?
Yeah. Area.
He's young. He looks fairly fit.
But he might be like one of those guys that's going to law school and has a lot to prove, and so he's just like overly like aggressive and like just lets everyone know that he's a law student. He's just arrogant, so that
is a good point.
might hurt him if he can get that under wraps.
Yeah, if he can.
He looks like decently athletic too.
Yeah, I think if he can like maybe just bond with somebody right off the start, and then if he needs to step up here and there in a challenge. But then I think in the post-merge game, he could be all right.
Yeah.
Do all right in challenges and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I like Charlie. I think he could do well.
He could be a sleeper.
He could
get in there.
Just as long as he doesn't let that aggressive lawyer type come out.
Yeah.
I think he could be all right. And go pretty far.
All right, I'm just going down these now.
Yeah,
Here we got who's this? Soda. She's 27, special ed teacher. Man, she's gonna have a lot of patience.
She's gonna have a lot of patience, and she's gonna need it because she's gonna be terrible in challenges.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Soda. I don't think you're gonna make it that far.
Yeah.
You just is what it is. I don't think she's gonna be great in challenges. And I feel like her team's gonna cut her pretty quick.
We need to like edit in a picture of who we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I agree. I don't think she's going to be super strong in challenges, but if she's got a good social game, she could
could
get
go far.
And not being good in challenges, if you get to the later stages, people want to keep you around, so they could try to beat you. And then if she makes a good move at the right time,
she could. But she's got to make it to the merge.
Yeah.
Because if her team, I feel like if her tribe loses a couple, she's gonna be gone. Either first or second off her tribe. That's just what it looks like to me.
Which tribe is she on? She's on the
reddish orange tribe.
Red orange. Nami tribe.
And from looking at this, I feel like that tribe is the weakest tribe.
They're going to be like that yellow, was it yellow tribe?
Oh my gosh. The mellow yellows.
The mellow yellows.
Oh my gosh. Caleb and then Emily coming out of that tribe, and
yeah.
Ooh, that was brutal.
Okay, next up, Maria Gonzalez. She's 48. She doesn't look 48.
She does not.
She looks great.
She looks great for 48. I thought she was like maybe 30. That's impressive.
Parent coach. I don't know what that is. Do you?
She coaches parents on how to raise kids, I guess.
I would assume, but who knows?
All I gotta say is, Maria, do you got a lot of kids? Like, I come from a family of 9, so maybe my mom could make a second career being a parent coach.
She's from Dallas, Texas. So.
Hey, good on you. I feel like because she is a parent coach and she's older, she could be very much like Julie from 45.
The mom
and so
of the group.
If she gets in with a type 4 and they do well, I feel like she could go pretty far.
Let's see, she's on the green tribe, Siga, which
they're decent.
I think the bluish tribe might be the best.
Might be the strongest, but I think green would be the second, and orange red third. So I think she could, if she can sync with the right people, she could definitely go far.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna be great in challenges, but she might have that mom strength like Julie did.
Yeah.
And Julie was a beast in some of those challenges.
She was,
especially the endurance ones. So
she can go.
Mama Maria, bring it home.
Let's go. Okay, we got Tim Spicer, a college coach. So many coaches.
All right.
Is that just like a guidance counselor or something? I don't know.
That's a great. How old is he? 41?
31.
Oh, 31. My
31.
bad. I think
he looks like a good dude.
He looks like he could be all right. He's on
the green.
I feel like a pretty good tribe.
Yeah.
So
I would say he's maybe one of the stronger ones on that tribe.
Him, Charlie.
So I don't know.
I think he could make it to the merge.
I feel like he could be one of those players that's like decent in competitions, but then like has a real good social. Like everyone likes him.
I hope so. And hopefully he's not like an overbearing coach, and he can just
like Bruce.
I hope he's not like Bruce. But even if he was like Bruce, maybe someone would realize, ooh, I'm going to keep him around because nobody else likes him, but I'm going to keep him around because I can beat him at the end because no one else likes him. Yeah. But from first appearances, Tim, I like you. I think you can make it to the merge.
For sure.
So yeah.
Okay, now here's the
I think me and Tron see eye to eye on this one a lot.
Okay, we got Venus Vaffa. She's a data analyst from Toronto, Ontario. She's 24.
I'm sorry. What's your first impression?
Dude, just like...
It's not good. That's for sure.
Real Housewives of Toronto, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, Venus. I like you, but I don't know if you have what it takes to just be out in an island without food and water and stuff. Yeah,
she looks a little bit high maintenance.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's got a great personality, but I don't see her going very far. One, no food, no water. I think she's just a little too small and frail. She reminds me a lot of Jay.
Yeah.
And Jay thought she could persuade people really well, but in reality she couldn't. Her social game wasn't good.
That's how I feel.
Venus, I feel like you're a cookie from the same cutter. So
honestly, and I feel bad just judging these people off of their pictures and everything, but that's what we got to do right here. So
that's why we're chatting.
Yeah. So and look at her tribe too. She's in the red orangish one. I think some of these people could clash and stir up some drama in there, especially if she's not really carrying her weight. Some of the stronger players might get pretty upset.
Yeah. So I kind of see her as being one of the first one or two of the orange tribe or red tribe to go.
Yeah, I'd agree, 100%.
But-
I don't think she'll quit. Like we had some quitters on the last season,
That's a good point.
but I
But
think she might want
She
to
might.
quit.
She might. We're gonna find out.
Okay, next up we did Banu already.
Yeah.
We got this guy, Tevin Davis. He's also on the red oranges team. He's
very charismatic. He's
Yeah.
very bubbly. But how far
he's
is
an
that?
actor,
How far is that bubbly gonna go when you don't have food and water,
right?
and that sun's beating on you, and you're getting your butt kicked in challenges?
I think him and Venus are either going to be best friends or at each other's throats,
Yeah.
and maybe both. So
Yeah, it might be a very bipolar relationship, but I think Tevin, your only chance of making the merge is if you get swapped and you have the majority of people on your team, like four red and one blue or something like that. I just don't see him making it to the merge.
honestly,
I think he's going to get on people's nerves.
I think Venus and Tevin go 1-2.
Yeah.
Like, they're out first and second.
That could definitely be real quick.
All right, who we got here? We got Randon Montalvo, 41 from Brooklyn, lives in Orlando. He's an aerospace tech.
Kennedy Space Center, what's up?
Right.
I love Orlando. I think is he also on the red team?
Yeah, he's on the
I
red
think he's
team.
the strongest player on that team.
Yeah, either him or Hunter, one of the two.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think he could be a leader on that team. And I assume he would be good at building the shelter, coming up with strategies on the actual challenges.
You know, but who knows? Because I picked Brandon as my sole survivor last season. He almost died getting off the boat. So
That was a bad pick.
yeah. So pictures, don't judge a book by its cover.
Amen to that. But I think Randy could actually make it to the merge. I think
He will for sure. I think
just from right here.
Yeah, I think he's at the top of that red-orange
Yeah.
team.
And I think he'll be self-aware enough to bond with some people and make it.
Okay, so next up on that red-orange team is Hunter McKnight. He's 28, from French Camp, Mississippi. He's a science teacher.
See, I think him and Randon are they're gonna bond over science.
I do
And
too.
I think
There seems to be quite a few like scientists, coaches, teachers, and then like a group of like analysts,
And then the
Oh,
actors and
yeah.
the crew.
So
Yeah.
kind of interesting to see if they find their crew.
Yeah, but I think Hunter.
He looks
Just based
pretty
off
fit.
first looks, he looks fit. He looks like he could do well in challenges, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he's just on a crappy tribe.
He
From
is.
first looks, it looks like
He
they
is.
could be the weakest of the tribe, but we're gonna find out on Wednesday.
But I think he'll make the merge. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Next up on that same tribe, Liz Wilcox, 35, also Orlando, Florida,
All right,
marketing strategist. She kind of reminds me of, who was it last season? Kayla? Was that her name? No, Kendra.
The astrology gal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She kind of like looks like her and
a little bit. Yeah,
like same
just
vibes.
less tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I bet Liz could, as long as she makes it to the merge, I feel like she could be kind of like a dark horse.
I agree.
She could go far as long as she connects with someone that's strong. Kind of like Emily.
I
in a
think
way.
to me, she looks like one of the stronger girls competitiveness wise.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
I think she'll do the best out of the women at a lot of the like endurance or strength challenges.
Yeah, I can see that.
Next up, Tiffany Irvin from New Jersey. She's an artist also.
All right, well, Tiffany,
You know what tribe she's on? She's on the blue one.
you're on the right tribe as far as I feel like strength-wise. I think you guys could go far. So I think she could make the merge. And I don't know, I feel like once you hit the merge, it's all about numbers and if you can be on the right side of the boat.
Yeah.
So I feel like she could go far.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But we're going to find out.
David Jelensky.
Vegas.
That's weird. His nickname is Jelensky, but it's also his last name. David Jelensky is Jelensky.
Good
22
job.
from Vegas, slot machine salesman.
Vegas needed more slot machines. I didn't know they needed more slot machines. I thought the airport had them, gas stations.
Right. I know, but I guess you gotta sell them in service or something.
I hope work is well for you, buddy. I mean, you look fit. You look like you could do all right.
Salesman is that typical job that if anyone knows you're in sales, you're a target.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know why, but apparently because you can manipulate people. But
well, I hope, Jelensky, that you just play as you're a slot machine repairman.
Oh.
I hope you go with that because I think you can go far. You're a sales rep. I hope you do well in sales, but I hope you just spin it. You're the repairman and you go far.
He's on the blue team as well. So
you're on a great team, I think.
Yeah.
By looks, I have no idea, but
we'll see what your physical prowess is on this.
on this season.
Okay, next we got Jamila Jem Hussein Adams, 32, from Chicago, or lives in Chicago. International brand mentor.
Okay.
She's on the green team.
You're on a good team. I think she could do some damage.
She could be kind of like a D, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
for sure. From first looks,
might be decent at competitions, and then probably has a pretty good social game.
Yeah, man, I feel like most of these players could make it to the merge just based on this cast, but there's definitely some no, you're not gonna make it to the merge. Sorry.
Right. But I mean, I think she'd be decent on her team. Green, let's see. She's probably maybe the strongest girl. Also might be this girl Mariah, but yeah.
We're gonna see, but
we'll see.
I think I'll probably give her. She'll probably make the merge. But we'll find out from this first episode what exactly happens.
Okay, next one, Kenzie Petty, 29, Charlotte, North Carolina, and she is a salon owner.
You know what I think of when I see her?
Man, she got so many tattoos.
She is like Kendra and Yam Yam. They made a baby. Man, how came Kenzie? Because I think...
Dude, she looks way bubbly and fun and outgoing.
But that might just really piss some people off.
Maybe she's what was her name? Carol?
Carol,
you know? I don't know. She might be a sleeper. I don't know.
I feel like she could either make the merge or she could be the first out on her team.
Yeah.
It's going to be one or the other. So...
she can't be wearing this dress there, though, right? That looks so uncomfortable.
I would not be surprised if she is.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen some outfits where people wore, because they thought they were just doing a photo shoot, but no, they were starting the game right then and there, and
there you go.
Bam, that's the way it goes.
Okay, now here we go. We got my number one. I think you feel
I'd probably say
he's
in my top three for sure.
Q Burdett. He's 29, from Memphis, Tennessee, or lives in Memphis, Tennessee. Real estate agent. Dude looks pretty jacked. I think he'd be great in physical competitions. Real estate agent, I'm pretty sure he's good with people. You
gotta be. I think Q, I think you can go to the top three for sure. And I think you have a darn good shot of winning it. He's your number one?
He's my number one. I'm picking him as sole survivor, and I'm also putting him on my team there to just get me a bunch of points. I think he's on the blue team. I think he's part of what makes the blue team the best team.
He's probably the workhorse.
Yeah.
But also, he's the one. I feel like he's gonna be the leader of that team.
Yeah.
To bring people together, work hard.
And just get the job done, do those challenges.
Yeah. But I think he's also got that southern charm that's going to play big dividends in the end.
Yeah.
So, Q, I got to say I'm rooting for you, buddy.
You're my man.
Let's go, baby.
You're my man. You're going to make me so much money on my fantasy team. I think our buy-in's $5.
Woo!
Okay.
Let's go.
We got Mariah Gaynor, 28, from Boca Raton. She lives in San Diego. She's a program coordinator.
Okay. I think what team is she on? She might be one that might get.
She's green. She's on green.
Okay.
I think from green, depending on how a couple of the other players are in their social game, like Ben and Jem and Mariah, I think she's like a middle of the pack overall, but might be towards the bottom of the green team, depending on social games.
Yeah. Mariah, I could see you going out first on your tribe.
But she looks super nice.
Super nice, so
We'll
she won't be too offended if she gets voted.
What if she's just like the biggest bee and like just so mean? I hope you're not, Mariah, but
she just gets super hungry and just starving. She just, the rage just comes out.
it's just so angry.
That was awesome.
Okay, here's one. Jessica Jess Chong, 37. Oh, she's from, I don't know, it says hometown Hong Kong, China, and Toronto. So I don't know what her hometown is.
All right.
San Francisco is where she currently resides, and she's a software engineer. You know,
Well,
I don't know. She's on blue also, so I think she's on a good team. She looks pretty fit for the challenges.
she could do all right.
Software engineer, she's probably good at the puzzles.
You would think so, yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to remember that one gal. She was in early seasons, Asian gal, but she was really good at the puzzles. But she just came across, her social game was not great. And Sheehan, that's her name. She reminds me of Sheehan, not in just looks, but also like an engineer and whatnot. But I feel like if she could bind with Q really well,
yeah.
I feel like they could
That'd
be a
be a good
really
duo.
dynamic duo, and that could be exciting, and she could go really far. If she doesn't and her social game sucks, she might be the first one off that tribe.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too.
So
Her or David. So
yeah,
the slot machine guy.
yeah. So that's season
all.
46. Maybe our next little episode will kind of rate them 1 to 18, and see what you think. Since you're already doing it with your fantasy league.
I am. I already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So
All right, so you're almost halfway done there.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, tell me this, Tron. How did you even get into Survivor?
So I remember watching it like years ago, right when it started. I think everyone did. It was like a big craze, right? So I watched it probably with my mom or something like that, and watched it off and on throughout the years. And then just lately, the past few years, I've really gotten into the whole like reality competition show. So I personally am a huge fan of the Challenge MTV, which is now like everywhere. They're doing a bunch of different kinds of that. So I've watched that for years. And then I was like, let's get back into Survivor. And so got back into it. It's been great. I think Jeff is the best host ever.
Yeah.
Not to say TJ, you're a phenomenal host as well on the Challenge, TJ Lavin, but Jeff Probst, man, gotta give it to him. He's kind of the one that created it all, right? Like the whole reality competition host.
He's been like the top host for sure.
Yeah.
Like, and he's definitely made his way up in ranks, because at first he's just a host and not a producer or anything like that. But he's definitely.
But he's like the
It's
gold
impressive.
standard.
Oh yeah,
gold standard when it comes to
he's
hosts.
awesome.
I love his energy.
And he's still just as passionate
Yeah.
today as he was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is
hats off to you,
just
Jeff.
amazing. That's awesome, dude.
How'd you get into Survivor?
This is hilarious because I remember when it came on, but our parents would not let us watch it. They were very strict. They thought it was a waste of time. But it's actually 10 years ago. I used to work all day Saturday. I'd have like 3 patients. I work in healthcare. And I was thinking, oh man, I want to learn some survival tips. So I went to YouTube, survival tips, just got hooked onto Survivor. And I just skipped through all the reality part, and I just go to the challenges because I love the challenges.
Yeah.
And then slowly it would suck me on, like, oh, well, wait, what happened before this? That there's some issue here. And so it just slowly hooked me in. And yeah, then I got sucked in and
Yeah,
been watching ever since. And
it's a great show.
Now I watch the old seasons while I work out, and it's fun. It's a good time.
We got to get him on a season
Yes.
of Survivor.
That is, I've applied, never heard back. It's kind of like winning the lottery, and I feel like I'm pretty lucky, so I'm gonna win the lottery.
Great.
So yeah, I'd much rather do it sooner as opposed to later because I'm not getting any younger.
I get that.
So, but no, Jeff Probst, definitely the best host. Phil from The Amazing Race, he's awesome.
Feels great, yeah.
TJ Lavin, yeah, he's pretty epic.
They're all great, you know?
Yeah. Well, that'll do it for the first episode of here, the Amazing Survivors podcast.
Yeah.
Just recapping Wednesday's episode, so tune in. And we'll also recap the Amazing Race because we're huge Amazing Race fans.
Yeah, we'll
as well.
kind of do. That's why it's the Amazing Survivors, because
Correct.
we'll do both. We should probably do an episode here coming up soon,
Yep.
breaking down the teams for the Amazing Race.
Since they just released who's on those teams, and we're looking forward to it. We love the Amazing Race. And season 35, the one we just watched, is probably my favorite season to date.
That
And
was
I don't
great.
know why, if it was just because we had like our little Survivor Fantasy League
Yeah.
going, or Survivor
The Amazing Race
The
fans.
Amazing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, it made it
I
fun.
think the cast was just awesome though.
The cast was good. I didn't think they were like. I think there's been like better casts as far as like competition wise, but like they were just all fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where they went was freaking sweet.
Yeah, they
I was
went to
like,
some really cool. They did some
dude,
cool stuff.
I wish we'd been on there.
I know.
That would have been dope. Come on, Kayla, what the heck?
Yeah.
So that wraps it up. So tune in next week, and we'll let you know how our picks are going so far.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yo ho ho, the Amazing Survivors. See you next time.
So yeah.